broke my glasses, me helping her. She couldn't get the radio to work. And these glasses were getting loose anyway. And it's been 2 years, you know, I needed new glasses. I crushed them. Luckily not this part. If I crushed these part, I would be crying. I can't see. It would be horrible. And I have to walk home, or I have to, you know. So now they're taped up. She's taking a shower. And I helped her. She's so over-medicated. And I helped her. You know, and then she started crying because she doesn't want to be treated like an invalid. I'm trying to help you, Mom. Our plumber is terrified for you, even when you're not this drugged up, because this is old, this place, and it still has stuff that's not legal. They can't legally anymore have separate hot and cold faucet things, because someone like my mom can forget and get scalded. I almost scalded myself. I'm terrified for her. Terrified. And she started crying. I'm not a baby. I can do it myself. Mom, I'm just trying to help you. I'm not trying to treat you like a baby. I'm just trying to protect you. I tell you, she's over-medicated. You know, I'm not exaggerating. She's a child, okay? But she's a child who wants to fend for herself and whatnot. That's all fine and good. She's not going to be cooking. I don't want her cooking anyway. There's no reason for her to cook. The only thing she ever cooked anyway, while I'm here, because I cook for her, is in the stove's alright. I'm talking about on top of the stove. I mean, you leave that electric oven on, it doesn't matter. It can be on left run forever and nothing's going to happen. But I cook for her anyway. Okay? But things like the shower, yeah, I'm terrified. I'm terrified. She doesn't like me to tell her to be careful. She thinks I'm treating her like a baby. Which I am, but I have to. You understand? Does that make sense? She just acted like a baby. She wasn't able to do the water, so she asked for my help. And then she doesn't want me to. I can do it myself. But she's not being belligerent. She's crying. She's like, please let me do it. I can do it. I'm not an invalid. It's so sad. I can't even describe it to you. Her sister thinks she belongs in a nursing home. You know what I mean? And that's not something that would just be, oh, she's just going to go on her merry way to a nursing home. It's something we'd have to fight. We'd have to, you know, I'm not doing it. She's not going to voluntarily go. You understand? And with our past, it wouldn't matter if I was out of the picture. And Auntie was, if Auntie was still in the house or whatever, and she was fighting, she'd have to do the same thing. She'd have to go before a judge and petition and whatnot, and then our past would come out and the government would probably fight it. You know what I mean? So I'm taking care of her. But I'm not her nurse. I can't be here constantly, you know. That's a nurse. I'm just a caretaker. Caregiver, whatever. I make sure she takes meds. I make sure I feed her. I give her water. She just got locked in the bedroom. I told you about the door being broken. You can't, and her stupid friends had come here and done the right thing and by himself, without his family, and fixed the goddamn railing. I would have had him fix the 2 doors, the spare room door, you know, the laundry room door and her door, you know. She just got locked in there and was crying for me. And I'm like, one of these days something's gonna happen, it's not gonna open. And then I'm like, what? I'm thinking, like, then what are we gonna do? What are you gonna do? What would you do if you're locked in? If I wasn't home, I'm not home all the time. I'm like, you can't close the door. I told you, you can't close it all the way. But she forgets, you know. And I was having more and more trouble getting this door open. And one of these days, it's not gonna open. She's gonna be locked in there. But we're on the 1st floor, and this window, you know, I could shout out the window for help, so that I don't know. Because I'm not going to be home here all the time. I have things I have to do. I have to go to the eye doctor. I'm going to go over some of it, you know. They take my insurance. But it takes some off, and then I get glasses for free, but I have to wait a long time, so I'll be getting contacts. I'll have to wear contacts. An exam's not free. I didn't even know about it. I'd gone to this place a couple years ago, and I think I just happened to mention that I had that. Just that will give you some, because I knew I was getting a contact lens exam, and that costs money, but you get that percentage off for and so she offered it to me. I didn't even know. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Of course, that's only every 2 years. Contacts you're supposed to get every year, but I haven't had a chance to breathe in this past year. You know, I haven't. I didn't go and get an eye exam. I could have. I mean, and I could have got contacts again even before they ran out. I just didn't. I don't even. And it's not, I don't like having my contacts and being on my computer a lot either. But at least I taped up the glasses. That would have been horrible if I had completely crushed the lens. Oh God, I don't know what I would do. If I had done that, I'd have to do an emergency thing. Go to one of those places that says you can get glasses in an hour or something, and that's what I've had to do. That's what I've had to do. That's what I've had to do. I can't go without glasses or something, but I taped them. They'll do for now. These were getting really loose, these handles on the glasses. Things go very easy. The way I sat down, you know, I was just trying to help her. You know, she's like, you can't do the reading, you know. It's a chemical straitjacket, a chemical lobotomy. Just the fact she was crying right now. Crying. Not because anyone did anything to her, because she doesn't want to feel like she's an invalid and can't adjust the water. You know, and just. But I have difficulty adjusting the water, so, and I'm not drugged up. I admit that I have difficulty. Sometimes it just won't go. I'm trying.
Okay, be careful.
There are tons and tons of people that don't want their parents to be in nursing homes. Tons. That's why I told you I read the thing where the only things where anyway, there are tons of people who they become their parents' caregiver, at least, if it's not, unless it's really, really bad and the person can't dress himself or wash himself, you know what I mean? So that the parent doesn't have to go into a nursing home. Angel's foster mom says about her mom, she's getting up there and whatnot, but she doesn't cook. I have to talk to her about that again. I guess she just uses the microwave, That's the big thing that people get scared of when their parents live alone. A lot of times it's cooking. You don't want them to accidentally burn the house down. It won't make sense. There are a lot of older people that smoke cigarettes and fires happen because whatever. This mom doesn't smoke. She never has. But yeah, she's very drugged up. And we have to be blunt here. I'm catering to her everyone, treating her with, I'm doing whatever, talking, giving her everything softly, this, that, or whatever, really. But when she goes out and about or visits her friends or whatever, she's not going to be treated that way. Because that's just, I'm cognizant of that, but when she's out in the real world, it's going to be a different story. And if she's triggered or provoked or something, one time her psychologist called on her. He did it because she mouthed off to him, and she wound up hospitalized again, So on my end, I can do only so much, while we're here, I can create this safe haven for her. But I can't protect her when she goes out and about, And I cannot stop her if she wants to go visit her friend. Last time she got lost, remember, visiting her friend is public transportation far away. All different ones. And yeah, I'll be a nervous wreck. I'm a nervous wreck. Her taking a shower right now is because when she is on so much medication, she's slurring. She's like talking in a slow manner. That's someone extremely medicated. You understand? But they feel that's the only way to get her to not be angry and belligerent and all that. And even on all this medication, she was still extremely delusional, saying she's going to star on The Voice and this, that, or whatever. But now that she's home, she hasn't been behaving that way. Maybe she's just so grateful to be home and free, and you know what I mean. But unfortunately, part of her illness too, she doesn't want to accept help if she thinks I'm treating her like an invalid when I'm just trying to protect her. And the two big things, obviously, are showers, where you can slip and fall. Remember, she was really over-medicated in that other hospital and slipped and fell in their shower and hit her head. Showers and stoves are the big thing. The place is spotless. It's immaculate. Not my room, but the rest of the house is immaculate. There's nothing. It needs to be kept that way so she's good, and there's nothing for her to trip over, there's nothing, whatever. And then also for Omar, you know. But she started crying last night. Just now, this morning, I gave her a medication, the clonidine. It's a teeny, teeny pink pill. It's like it's practically like, you can't even see it. And she dropped it. And she started crying. She's like, I dropped the pill, I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay. Someone just dropped the pill. We just have to find it so Omar doesn't get it. So we put Omar in the cage, and I found the pill. But you see what I'm dealing with here? She's extremely over-medicated, so the slightest thing, she's like a child, and she cried when I'm trying to help her with the water, but I only tried to help her with the water because she asked me to, and then I'm taking too long, and she wants to do it herself. I can do it, alright? Just be careful. Oh, I gotta tell her I bought her that intuition she wanted. Prior to being hospitalized this last time, when I didn't even know she was in a breakdown because it came on so suddenly. She sliced her legs open with an old razor she used. And my razor was actually in there. That was a good razor, but that old razor was still in there. Because I can't think of every fucking little thing. And, well, why was it in there? I don't know, Mom, because I was using it one day when I couldn't find something. But I realized it wasn't any good. She sliced both her legs up. It's bad. I saw them bleeding. Because she used the damn old, disgusting razor that I'd forgotten to throw it away. I mean, like I said, I can't think of everything. I don't know when one's going to get in there and use that razor. It's because I can't think of everything that makes me a nervous wreck. But you know what? There are people, nothing's perfect. People go into nursing homes. That's how her husband, he fell and hurt himself in a nursing home, and then that was the beginning of the end for him. Then he wound up dead, and or maybe he fell in the hospital. Something happened in the nursing home. You can't really sue hospitals, so you sue the nursing home instead. You know, in the end, they won, but they dragged on and on and on. They won by the skin of their teeth. And there was statute of limitations were going to run out. But you know what I mean? Shit happens in nursing home. Shit happens. People fall where the staff's negligent. I mean, I can only do so much trying to protect my mom. And one of the things is the place is immaculate, including her room. And if I see something that's a potential danger, like her having the radio out in the middle where she can get up in the middle of the night and trip right over it and fall, I move it. But I can only do what I can do. I'm one person, and I'm not perfect, you know. She cries she started crying because she dropped the pill on the floor. I'm sure if she breaks a glass, she's probably going to start crying. She's in a chemical straitjacket. But she's not being belligerent, you know. She was when she walked in the door, because I told her to do something. You know, it wasn't just ordering around. I told her, and she's like, don't tell me what to do, I just gotta... I'm like, and I thought that was going to be, oh, fuck. Remember, pacify her, play movies for her. She's happy, she loved her sister, she watched and laughed, and I did my own shit, and, you know... You gotta get that really fixed. She came home and looked at it. Oh, that looks better. Mom, it looks the same. It hasn't been touched. It's cobwebs. There's a freaking spider. I thought the spider was dead. Every time I go in that door and go out the door, take a walk or whatever, the spider's right in that same spot. Right in that same spot. Not even moving. There's no web. There's nothing. It's just on the house, right in the same spot. And suddenly, yesterday, he moved. Like, what's going on with this fucking spider? Why did he go away? Why is he right there? He's not in a web. He's just sitting there, and I thought he was dead. And then he moved. Of course I'm going to think he's dead when he stays in that same spot day after day after day after hour. You know, same spot, same spot, same spot. But I'm not going to hurt him. I don't do anything to spiders. Only bugs I kill are the ones that deserve to die. As in the gnats, the flies, ants. And those weird bugs that get in your house sometimes that are flat. They're just, I don't like those either. Mosquitoes, of course, we kill some mosquitoes. But we don't kill spiders. We wish they were not in our house. Like I saw a spider the other day and I didn't kill it. Try to trick Omar into killing bugs I don't want to kill. Spider's about that big, so it's not a small spider. You can see my fingers, it's about that big, and it's just sitting there. And when it moved yesterday, it startled me because I didn't expect it. It doesn't move. I thought it was dead. But I guess if it was dead, it wouldn't be staying attached to the house. It would fall down, I suppose. I didn't think of that. I don't know what the fuck the spider's doing. All I know is my mom's completely out of it. Maybe I'll watch this to see if she wants to watch it. I've been listening to my videos and taking them off private. Watching my videos, taking them off private. Basically, I'm just thinking, you know, please be okay. Please don't get hospitalized again. Please control your emotions and don't go off on somebody when you're out in public or out wherever you go. You know. Doing. Can't pray. I mean, I stopped believing in any God or whatever a long time ago. At least in any higher that cares about us.